drawing, so just never really getting much further than this. Just like attention span. I also got this, so this is Clip Studio, this is not Photoshop, which is what I normally use. I just got this pen, found this pen from Liquid Draw Feeds. It's called a good pen. I tried to find it before, because they said it's like, they're like, it's literally just called a good pen, and they couldn't find it. But I recently saw that they have like a link to it. I'm not sure it's 100% my style. I also have to do the thing a lot where I have to go over my lines again because they're like making the end there and do like redo my line work because I'm like very sketchy person trying to figure things out. See, like it doesn't very sketchy. Like a nasty killer, dude. That was kind of my concept for this guy. Is like a Ravager kind of dude. I don't really know how to describe it exactly, but that kind of I don't know. Sketch. What I'm doing. I have to see how this goes today. This is not good for streaming. Yeah, I don't know what I'll decide to do later. I definitely want to do some Lotro because I've done that in several weeks, on or off stream. So probably will do that for a little bit. I'm actually not sure if I still want to keep doing Cyberpunk on streaming. I've just found it very like I should embarrass myself on Cyberpunk privately. No, it's just like this last mission I was trying to do is like very much emphasizing stealth, and I don't quite like that. I'm not a stealth person at all, and I wish the option for shit up, as the guy said, was more viable. Fuck shit up. Although I do love how your character's like very unapologetically responds to it. Because like most games, you get like the NPC characters pestering you, and you kind of just like to yourself are like, shut the fuck up. But my character was actually like giving him some back talk, so I thought that was nice. He was like, hurry up. I'm like, dude. That's a new folder. Not what I wanted. New there. What is this on the sketch layer? What freaking line is this? There is that. I wanted to do it earlier, and I think I was just. Something that kind of. With something in the background. Add this armor piece in here. I feel like I want some like leather straps or something like that. He's definitely not going to be heavily armored, as you can tell. He's kind of like a, as I said, he's kind of like a scrappy Ravager kind of fighter with a couple of daggers. I wanted this one to be. I wanted them both to be pointed down like this, but I wanted to give myself space for that. just gonna try to block in like a shape. I'm not super good at drawing or designing weapons, so I'm just gonna try to block in the general shape first. Get like the direction out of it. And then try to find it a little bit better. That's why we do it on a different. I'm trying to utilize that as much as possible. Because that's one of the things I struggle with a lot. Just like kind of compositing things together. And there's help like that. Especially when I have trouble drawing like hand different things. Yeah, I was saying earlier that normally I use normally I'm a Photoshop person. I got into this Clip Studio more recently because I was trying to mix things up, try something different that I hadn't used before, and it seems to also use it on there to help my mind. So I tried that. But yeah, I'm not sure how to resize things. Okay, I can move him up. Resize this. Gotta do a little bit of your transform, rotate. Yeah, I didn't need like a ton more space. Just enough that I can draw that dagger in. I feel like this is that one. I don't know. It should match the other one. I feel like. Has this one like that. I think that's the right position. This one should be. No, I think it should still be facing the same way. That's what feels natural to me. I don't. It just looks. I feel like it just looks a bit strange. Or is it because he's like. Oh, you know why it looks fucking weird? No, I realized what I did wrong. Because his palm is facing up, which means it actually would be. If it's gonna match that one, then it should be. He's holding this one like this, and his palm is out like that. No, that was right. That was right. It just looks like he's aiming this like knife like right at me. I mean, it doesn't help that I'm not using the reference that you should be doing. That is no like repeated stupidity drawing. And like one of the mistakes I did was just like not really using reference doing poses. Which like, I mean, obviously like professional artists use reference. I guess I'm just stubborn. Because it's always like, it's always a pain in the ass to try to find reference that matches the pose that you want. My friend recommended to me that I use myself as a reference image, because that way you can do whatever pose you want. But also I realized I'm not switching layers. I'm like just doing little things, but it's all in different layers. Alright, well, I think everything is on different layers. So I can just make it. And I'm gonna have to release this probably. At this point, that's okay. As I said, or like I'll just start when I start finalizing it, when I start coloring it, I'll just fix things then. I don't like that. Oh, music is louder than my voice. Okay, thank you. I am going to What about now? Is that better? Better? Can you hear me? Did you hear like anything that I was saying? That was better. Okay, good. Did you hear anything I said before? Or it was just very loud? And I want these to be some like really gnarly daggers, but I need to work on my weapon design. I mean, that should be pretty much straight down. Okay, music's down at a good volume. It sounds more like you were playing and talking over it. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I'm trying to use music. Yeah, it's apparently not at all representative of how I'm hearing it. I've had the same problem when I played Cyberpunk the first time. Is that the game was very loud. And I didn't realize until I like watched my own stream like later. think I will be doing some Lotro later. But I'm glad I ended up being able to do this. I didn't really think I was up. I really thought I wasn't up for doing drawing today. Like, I had no idea what I wanted to draw. I mean, this is just a document that I had drawn before, and I just never got around to finishing. But something's better than nothing. Yeah, these are completely not the same. And I wanted them to be the same. You know, I'm gonna be a cheap bastard, and I am going to copy paste. Oh man, frick, that's not. What the hell did I just do? Edit timeline, light table, what the hell? Yeah, I don't like ever use this program. I haven't used it in a long time, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. One second. Okay, it just got changed to a different tool accidentally. How do I do a selection? I have a lasso tool on here. There's the lasso tool. Polyline, I like polyline. Does that work? Yeah. Rotate. Yeah, I mean, I might have to change the arms. I feel like he's aiming that shit right at his junk. Okay, I mean, that's fine-ish, I guess. Oops. And yeah, I'm not used to this at all. Okay, hold up. How do I go back to my selection? Or go out of my selection? Okay, there we go. Oh, I need to delete these lines though because this is, yeah, I accidentally did that on the wrong layer. Okay. No, that should be in front of the thumb, right? I've been okay. Just like, I'm just exhausted. Yeah, like last night, you know, I finished my stream early because I just was so fucking tired, dude. I just could not stay awake. Because I got home from work at like 8 p.m. Okay, we're probably gonna do, yeah, I probably need to do another layer with lines, go over all my lines. I'm just so lazy. Yeah, let me just redo everything. Wait, what did I just fucking do? Why did that layer do the weird? Oh, that's a new vector. New normal layer. Here we go. And I lower the opacity of everything. I just hate going over line work again. I think the face is fine. could just do it on the same layer. I just do it on the same layer. I think the face is okay. Yeah, we'll just make a layer with all the lines. Just like final line layer. I think that actually makes it easier to color if you have all the line on the same layer. Like when you're drawing it initially, it helps to do multiple layers, but I think when I'm coloring, it does actually help me to have everything on the same layer. And I do want to color this because I didn't draw a whole lot. Like most of this was kind of done outside of the daggers. It's not too bad. It's basically just like inking, which isn't like the most fun for me, but it's not too bad. And I need to improve my skill at anyway. One thing I definitely need to get better at is like when you can like vary line weight instead of having just like, yeah, varying line weight helps for like depth and stuff like that. Okay, I should probably make my brush a little smaller. Yeah, I definitely need to not be so like, I feel like I've had a lot of drawings where I just don't like redo the lines and I leave it very sketchy, but I really should do this every time because it will look a lot better, and it's not like it's particularly hard or even that time consuming. I was saying earlier that I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep streaming Cyberpunk. That may just be because I was just discouraged and tired of shit last night. I don't know, that mission pissed me off. It's like, you have to be stealthy. I do not like stealth missions. And I've been feeling like they're giving me like so many stealth missions in that game. Like, if people like it, I'll keep doing Cyberpunk, but although I have noticed not only as many people are watching those. Like, even compared to my drawing streams. We'll see, we'll see. I know I'm gonna do Lotro later, as I said. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. Oops, what the fuck? That's what I was trying to do. What did I and did I not draw yet? Okay. Yeah, see, this is what I mean about line weight variety. Dude, do what you like. After all, this is your stream. You can do what to do or not to do, what you think is best. Yeah, I know. People keep telling me that. They're like, just do whatever the fuck you want. And I'm like, I know. I'm so confused. Which is which? It's obvious we have to state the obvious. Yeah, I know. I'm just... Look, I'm just like classic overthinker, okay? I know I just will stream what I want to stream. But I'm the classic overthinker, so... I don't know what happened with this. Do I have like the brush on low opacity or something? Why does it look like it's like going over itself? I'm very confused about that. This should only be one freaking layer. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Unless this is just not like a full opacity pen. Yeah, see, this is what I meant about line weight. It looks like shit because I didn't do my line weight properly. Like, you're supposed to vary line weight. I think that happened on my the other drawing I did, the last drawing I did too, of Kylor. It just ended up looking like very flat. I'm gonna have to do like another... Actually, no, I think it's okay. If I keep my lines thin, then I can always thicken the ones that need thickening. Also, I'm gonna lower the opacity on some of these. Because I can't tell what I've drawn and what I have not drawn yet. Okay. Yeah, it looks better until I remove all the under layers, and then I realize it doesn't look like what I want. Well, that's why I'm putting them on low opacity, so I can tell a little bit easier. Yeah, this started off as just like a drawing of an orc. And then I was like, no, I actually have an idea for a character. As I said, he's kind of like a Ravager dude. I don't really know how to describe it. Just like a brutal fighter. Scrappy. Very scrappy guy. Just gets in and just like cuts you up. Oh, I wasn't zoomed out all the way. I feel like I've never moved around so goddamn much. I'm like re-angling my body a ton. It's just I'm not used to doing it at this. Like I have my tablet more straight up now because I have it on a stand. Because I always stupidly drew like with my tablet or my paper or whatever, my sketchbook, like flat on the table, which like warps it's not the right angle to be drawing at. But now that I have it like straight up like this, I'm finding myself just like moving around a ton to get like the right angle. I do think the results are better though, because as I said, like when you draw with your drawing flat on the table, it definitely skews things because you're not looking at it straight on. I don't know, I've like apparently done that like my whole life. I don't know how my drawings were ever actually any good when I drew it like that, but I'm trying to get used to it drawing the way I should be drawing. Also, I feel like I'm still not completely used to a tablet. I mean, I've been drawing on a tablet for years, but sometimes there are some weird thingies. Yeah, just like shaky pen. I'm just gonna pick my tablet up to get the angle I want here. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, okay, now I'm probably gonna have to vary my line weight a little bit now. Yeah, see, everything is very samey. I will save though, because I have not saved. Yeah, let's work on getting some depth back into it. Yeah, usually you want outlines to be a little bit more. Outlines and bigger details to be thicker lines. That and things that are like supposed to stand out or should be coming closer to the page. Like knife would be good to be a little thicker. Also add some of those lines in there. Although it would help if I just actually made my pen bigger. Oh. Yeah, again, I did that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick my tablet up again. Yeah, the other problem I have with deciding what to stream is because I have such limited time. I'm like, honestly, if it were up, well, I mean, it is up to me, right? That's what we're saying, is I should stream what I want. The problem is I want to stream everything. That's the problem. That's the real problem. I want to stream drawing, but I also want to stream like 3-4 different games. It's like, so in that sense, it's not up to me. Because if it were up to me, I would stream like every single thing. No, not really, but yeah, I want to stream drawing. I would like to keep streaming Guild Wars, but yeah, instead it kind of had to get swapped out with other stuff. Because again, time. And I just found that it wasn't, that the Guild Wars streaming wasn't as, it wasn't as fun for me, because it's like, it's just the stuff I was doing already, and I also didn't think it was going to be as fun to watch, because again, it's just the stuff that I'm just already freaking doing. So it's like, I'm trying to just do that in my off time. And honestly, I need to be doing more drawing in my off time, because there's things that I need to be working on related to art that are things that I'm not going to be streaming. Like, I started actually doing like paneling and stuff for this comic for like the first couple pages. And yeah, I'm not going to stream that, because, I mean, you know, it's something that I want people to see when I actually finish it and post it. Okay, let's do some coloring, if I can figure out how to. Yeah, I'm having to refigure out how this program works. What do I like here, Millie? I think I was using this. Okay, how do I do like the equivalent of multiply in here? I guess it'll go under that layer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, basically I want this guy to be like a hired merc slash assassin kind of guy. Just like a guy who isn't afraid to get freaking dirty. Get his hands dirty. At least like earlier on in this story, there's not going to be as many orcs though. Like this story that I have kind of so far is mainly focused around the Dracor and the Rhizarks and like that kind of area of the world. The orcs are like, the Orc Empire is much further away from the main conflict of the story. But I don't know, maybe I'll have this guy come in and just like do shit in the story. Because he's kind of the guy who'd kind of be outsider to that. Who might be further away from home. But yeah, I mean, the conflict is very much Rhizarks and Drakor, and then like their allies. I mean, the Merkal do have like, well, I call orcs. I call as part of a larger group of races called goblinoids. So you have orcs and goblins and trolls, which are all goblinoids. And yeah, the Merkal do trace their DNA back to goblinoids, like kind of a hybrid situation. And then I literally just have an entire empire / race of people that are just like goblinoid mutts, basically. Goblinoid, humanoid, half breeds of different kinds. But yeah, like the orcs, the more purebred orcs, if you will, and goblins and trolls are further away. The Alazar, the goblin hybrids, are their own thing because they basically were mixed people that fought back against the and kicked out the Orc Empire, kind of like how we did the monarchy in America. I was just wondering why you're already awake. I didn't know it's 5 o'clock already. It's 5 o'clock already. Yeah, I say with my day off that I never have enough time, but I always end up wasting a lot of time as well. Like, I basically didn't do shit from like 2 o'clock until like 3 something when I started streaming. I also did a little bit of my workout, but I haven't finished it yet. It's okay. It's just like, it's a day, it's kind of a day to do nothing. Like, it is a day that I should be getting stuff done, but it's also a day that it's okay to just blah for a bit. Because it's my only day to relax. I also feel like I want to work on getting like more interesting details in my line work. Like, I feel like I'm doing pretty well with faces if you look at this, but yeah, then the rest of it is just like, I don't know. I have trouble inventing detail. That's one reason I don't really do a lot of environments, and why I need to work on that. It's freaking hard, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, let's get... I can always like fix up the line, fix up the edges a little better once I get all my colors in here. Yeah, especially when I see like some really professional like comic art where they have just like massive amounts of like line work, like detailed line work, and like their shadows and stuff look really good, and I'm like, man. Or people that draw like, there are people who do like mechanical things, like mecha things, and like robots and shit that just have so many goddamn complex shapes and lines in them, and I'm like, I mean, I know it's just it's mainly just like a matter of starting with more basic shapes and then like going from there, but like you don't just start out just doing like massive amounts of detail, but it's all practice, really, though. Because I'm still better at that than a lot better at that than I used to be. I mean, even in terms of like, as I was saying, like with the face, like I'm pretty happy with this face and like the detail in the face. What the fuck? I keep forgetting to have the alt on my tablet. I will say though that I think the tablet is a bit of cheating, because recently when I was trying to sketch in my sketchbook, I was realizing I couldn't do certain things. I mean, like a better artist definitely could do. And then maybe it's like partly just me being out of practice with traditional media. But yeah, I do feel like I'm cheating the system a little bit. Like when I couldn't like for example when I couldn't figure out how to draw these daggers, and I'm not good at drawing like hands holding like weapons, and I just like use a different layer to draw the dagger like by itself, and then make it work, which like you can't really do. Why is that gray? Hold on. But you cannot do that traditionally. Like traditionally you have to know how to draw the hand holding the dagger. With digital media, you can just be like, I know how to draw a dagger, I'm gonna draw a dagger, and then I'm gonna do it on a different layer, and then I'm gonna overlay it on top of the hand. And then I can literally just erase the lines of the hand or the lines of the dagger on separate layers to make it work, so that they can coexist, so it looks like he's holding the dagger. It's definitely a little bit of cheating. I don't say that as an, obviously I do not say that as an anti, like, people shouldn't be using tablets, that's cheap, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not saying it as that, obviously, because it's enabled me to do what I do, but I also don't think it's quite right to say, like, oh, if you can draw digitally, you can draw traditionally. I mean, you can, but I just mean, like, not just, like, automatically. Like, I remember when I was like 13, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that, I went to a comic convention with my mom took me to a comic convention, and, like, this is when, like, digital art was, like, really starting up, or it was actually even, like, kind of a thing already by then, but this was, like, I don't know, like 15, 16 years ago. And, you know, I had, like, a physical portfolio with physical drawings, with traditional drawings, and, like, all the people I talked to were like, yeah, your art is, like, pretty good, but the main thing that's really great is that you're drawing traditionally, and you're learning how to draw traditionally, as opposed to a lot of these new people who are, like, literally learning how to draw on a tablet. But yeah, now I'm at the point where I've kind of abandoned my traditional fundamentals. I just felt like I got us to a certain point with traditional drawing, and I just couldn't really progress it that much more. That, and also, like, comics and, like, especially coloring. Like, I used to color with, like, those Prismacolor markers, which was really great and everything. But yeah, it's definitely harder to do a lot of this stuff with traditional media. So yeah, it's not to say that you can't do traditional art if you can do digital art. It's just that it's harder. It's definitely harder. And I do think it is better. I do agree with those guys that it's better to learn how to draw traditionally first. Or, like, at most, like, simultaneously or something. Like, learn to draw traditionally and learn to draw... yeah, I think you should do... I mean, you definitely need to do both. Because, I mean, yeah, in the modern world, like, you're pretty much expected to be able to draw traditionally. Because, yeah, I'm coming from the other angle, where I grew up learning to draw traditionally, and now I'm, like... Even though I've been drawing on a tablet for, like, many years, I'm still very behind on how to do a lot of the stuff that I should know how to do digitally. So it goes both ways. So yeah, obviously it's best to learn how to do both. Yeah, like, there were some good things about sticking with traditional drawing so long, and then there are some not so good things about it too. Yeah, ideally you should know how to do both. All right, just cool. Okay. Like, I'm sure there are people out there who are watching who know how to do, like, a lot more advanced digital stuff. They're like, What is this? This is very basic. I kind of want him having graying hair. Be like a grizzly old dude. Okay, that's cool. I kind of want like a bone color, kind of a bone-like color for this. At least for this handle, for this I mean this guard. Plus it looks good with the it looks good with the other colors, I think. But yeah, like I said, I am gonna start posting this comic soon. Hopefully. I'm just gonna do like a couple pages at a time, and I'm not like planning it super far in advance like I did my other comic, because I'm trying not to be like overly ambitious or stressing myself out with the workload. Because yeah, working full time and everything, but actually work should be getting better soon, like a couple weeks, because I'm getting a more predictable. I'm gonna be getting a more predictable schedule. That's all I will say about that. And I think my days will be shorter. My days should be shorter. Right now I'm working long hours. get done at like 3:30 or 4 instead of like 5, 6, 7 o'clock. Alright, I kind of want to bring this red color into the handle. Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to reuse the same colors, because I know one thing about like coloring and things is you should try to like pick a few key colors to make it like it'll look better generally. But I don't know. I'm not as coloring is something that I'm still kind of learning. Like obviously you learn like all this stuff, color theory and all that stuff, but like actually putting it into practice is something that I'm less practiced at. I mean, my whole first 2 issues of my comic were fully colored, but I got somebody told me I just used way too much. Everything was gray. Not yet. You need something? Hey, okay. Cool. Shall we do some shading? Shutting? Also, I'm gonna try something. I just want to see what it would look like if he had a different skin tone. I didn't really want to go for like the classic orc green, but I do kind of want to try some stuff out. See, this is something with digital drawing that you cannot do traditionally. What would happen if he did have green skin? Yeah, no. See, I'm glad I went with the other color. But what if I went with more... No, I like what I had originally. I just wanted to see what that looked like. Yeah, I think most of my orcs are probably going to have more of like a skin tone-ish kind of skin tone. Humanoid skin tone, because... well, anyway. I actually kind of have humans and orcs actually have a common ancestor as well. Sorry, humanoids and goblinoids have a common ancestor. I might actually stop with this soon though, because I do have some other stuff I want to do and other stuff I want to stream. As I said, I want to stream some Lotro. I haven't played that in a while. I still need to finish my workout. Ideally, I should anyway. Even though I'm kind of beat from work. I mean, this is the nice thing about my job is physical job. I don't have to like work out every day. But I try to do like weightlifting once a week. Master Pokemon says, "Man, it's looking really cool. What is he again? Barbarian, adventurer, whatever? I don't know RPG classes. I don't know. He's kind of like a. I don't really know. I don't really know what word I would use to describe it. He's just like kind of a mercenary guy. Just like scrappy. Just like a scrappy dude. I don't know. I don't know if he fits really well into any like fantasy class. Not that I've like this is a character that I've nailed down a whole lot. I just knew I wanted him to be kind of like a mercenary for the Orc Empire, or I call it the Orkrim Empire. He's just like a mercenary dude. Kind of gets the job any means necessary. Very brutal guy. I guess he could be kind of barbarian-esque. But like more intelligent and cunning. Maybe like a weird mix of a barbarian and a rogue, which I know doesn't sound like it makes any sense, but yeah, just intelligent and cunning, but also vicious and brutal. I'm kind of thinking along the lines of like probably something that's less of a fantasy trope and more of like a, I don't know, sci-fi trope, like just like a, literally just like a Ravager dude. I don't know. I'm not even sure what that word where I'm getting that word Ravager from. You know, like a frickin' like a bandit kind of. Except yeah, he's a mercenary. I would say even like how he fights or how he accomplishes things isn't necessarily like just one way. I mean, he'll do however he wants to do it. He's probably got many skills. I can see him as the type to like kidnap like a royal of some kind, or like attack and pillage a caravan. Yeah, that's I guess what I'm saying is he's a very dirty fighter. Probably like light some shit on fire. Ambush tactics, guerrilla tactics. I mean, I'm thinking about it more now that you've asked me. I guess in that sense he does fit into like the rogue archetype fairly well. Just like not necessarily like, you know, the guy who like sneaked around and like sneaked behind somebody. Well, I don't know. He could do that too, probably. Yeah, I could see him being more like stealthy, if necessary. Especially he's not heavily armored, or like barely I mean, barely armored, right? Oh, I just realized something dumb. This was supposed to go in front here. That's his thumb. His thumb would not be on that side of the dagger. Fortunately, as I was saying about digital art, this is pretty easy to fix. That I'm also gonna add this little thing I added to the other handle. Oops. Change my layer back. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it doesn't look super great, but oh yeah, I'll make a sandwich for tomorrow for myself. All right, I'm probably gonna wrap this up soon, so I can do some gaming later. I mean, this is like not done, but I just don't really feel like doing that much more on it right now. Oh, I'm a moron. I did that on the wrong layer. Fuck it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and I will stream, some Lord of the Rings a bit later. Yeah, I'm gonna like finish my workout. I gotta practice some Thai, and anyway, I got some stuff I gotta get done. So I'm gonna be back later on. I'll stream Lotro, and I don't know, maybe something else. I kind of still want to do some more Baldur's Gate, but anyway, all right. See y'all.